Hey, my parties, my lovelies. I know you're doing good, so I know you want to get into the topic at hand. We're about to do that. Party is just alleged tea, or we gossip and just talk about down below what we feel about a topic. That's it. That's all. All right, y'all. So word on the street is that Teyana Taylor and Iman Schubert have separated, but they're still co-parenting. They're still besties, best friends. They still have very much love for each other. But I would say this was a shock because people was talking about cheating allegations and also saying that stuff like, I don't know what they were saying, but they were saying something about, I think it was one of their allegations against Iman. And anyway, like, she said that she's single, people need to like let him live, and that they're been separated. And I know everybody was like, what? Separated? Like, what? I know they caught a lot of people off guard, for sure, for sure. But at the end of the day, like, what's crazy to me is we're just here to discuss. Like, I'm not here to give any really tea. I'm just here to discuss just a little prayer tea every now and then. Look at them cakes. But anyway, Teyana Taylor is that girl, that it girl, and I think she's bisexual. And very proud of it. Iman, yeah, I get them mixed up with somebody else. Anyway, so at the end of the day, it's like I'm happy that she and her mom had a great relationship for a long period of time. They had a beautiful family together. I really thought they were gonna stand the test of time. Especially since the fact that she needs to be very fluid in her love life and her love language and her marriage. Because allegedly the word on the street was that they had an open relationship, an open marriage. And she said the reason that they're split was not due to them being cheating. And I'm thinking to myself, how can you literally cheat if you're in an open relationship? So I don't know if somebody got feelings for somebody else and they want to pursue it. Another person didn't want it. I'm not sure how that works. Because I really don't even understand how an open relationship could separate. Especially if y'all really have genuine love for each other. But at the end of the day, everything happens for a reason. And that is their relationship. But, like, why still be cool? Like, if y'all gonna still be cool, if y'all gonna be conversating, now, sure, no, because you got kids. But the way they acting like they ain't nothing changed. They just not together. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like y'all might as well be together. Ain't nobody really out here doing nothing, popping nothing, talking about nothing. Yeah, when you're young, you don't really think like, oh, I got all this time, I can find my person, this and that, which it might be true. But a person you love unconditional, that's a keeper. A person that is like your best friend, that's a keeper. A person that you can't find nobody else like, that's a keeper. And especially if your father, your kid, if y'all can reconcile things and you have more good times than bad times, y'all really love each other, enjoy each other's company, I say that's a keeper. That's a situation willing to work it out. If y'all don't want to be, now one person wanted to stop being open, I get that. You know, because you got to set your boundaries up, you know, what you can handle. But at the same time, it's like, are you going to let the person get out of their royal oats out, get everything out their system, then let them come back into your life later? Is that what we're going to do? Like a rekindling later on after y'all both mature, grow up? Because, I mean, that's extra big. Now, I don't know if they separated houses or anything like that, do a different thing. But the word that she said was they had separated. So I don't know. Do y'all have multiple houses on one property and then one person moved to a different house? I'm not even sure how that works. But it's just really unfortunate because I really did feel like they really care for each other on a very deep level, on a very unconditional level. And their love was very extensive. However, I was kind of surprised to know that they opened it up to being open. But then, too, I wasn't surprised because of the fluidity of Teyana, if that makes sense. And so I kind of understood, like, it could be working in there being celebrities. A lot of celebrities are really fluid with their love lives on some people. And they can really handle that and so forth and so on. But I just can't believe that they admitted that they're separated. And it's just like everywhere they go now, it's like they're by themselves. Because it's not like they're going to really be with other people unless they're with their person. So it's like, are they just trying to focus on their own selves, their own lives? And then raising two girls. You know, like, how does that work? You know, because Judy is a person who is going, you have to like know what you're doing, I feel like, to raise a Junie. And I feel like both parents would be good. Not that she's a bad child. I just feel like she's very, governed in what she feels and what she believes. And like, kind of like North. Like, she's going to let you know. But not quite as extensive as North. But like, she's going to let you know. And I feel like, you know, it would take both parents to really get a handle of what she got going on. But I feel like both parents are involved, and I do know you can also be involved in your child's life with actually not being there every single day and just co-parenting. I know that is a thing, and I know that does happen, but it just still doesn't feel like they should be done. But apparently they are done, but it just doesn't feel like they're done. So let me know down below, did y'all know that Teyana and Iman had split, part ways, were done, separated? Because I just found out, but like literally I didn't know before that. And before that, it was just like, I was surprised to hear that, because you see stories of them, you see pictures of them, they look so in love, so much in peace, so much together. Which, true enough, marriage relationships in general can be work. It can be trying, it can be tiring, it can be an extra load on your back. However, if you're with the right person, with your best friend, with your lover, your homie, loving friend, which I thought that they were, someone has that unconditional love for you, it can be blissful, it can be peaceful, it can be everything. And it just makes me wonder, like, what went wrong with them? Because I feel like it's a simple fix. I feel like it can really be fixed. Not that it's any of my business, of course, but I'm sure going to be in the business because that's what I am here for. But it's just surprising to see, you know, it's just like, what? I was so happy to see everybody together. And I'm talking about like Junie to the little girl to Teyana to Iman. And it's just so ironic, so crazy, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, I wish I could have just took a break from my marriage and got back into it, because years later, you're not the same person. Definitely not. However, when you separate from somebody, they're going to look at you differently. It's not going to be the same. It's going to be like, you chose not to be with me. You don't want to be. And at the time, yeah, I didn't want to be with my people, and I still really don't want to be with them. But I'm just saying in general, like, I would have probably came in the relationship a little bit more different than if I was younger. And I don't know if it has anything to do with their age, anything to do with, I don't know what it was about. At the end of the day, I still want to see them back together. I would love to see them back together. But at the end of the day, nobody can be in a relationship with them, for them. Nobody truly understands what happened, what could have transpired to make them want to separate. And true enough, separate. I don't even know if they were married. I think they were married, but I don't know if they were married. If they was married, a separation doesn't mean permanent. But if they are single, separation kind of does mean like a breakup. But I think they were married. But at the end of the day, hopefully they can come to a resolution. Hopefully they can get all their woes, get everything out their system that they need to get out of. Because maybe they're just needing space, time to think, time to grow. Because true enough, I feel like you still can be in a relationship and still require somebody to give you your space. I do feel like that. And maybe that's part of the separation. Separation doesn't mean you have to like go your separate way, leave the nest. Because they're cordial, they're good, they have a household, they have a family. But I do feel like it's a time in your life, it's a time, a point in your life that you do just have to tell your person, like, look, I need this time for me. I got to do this, I got to do that. And sometimes you feel like if people around you up on you 24/7, like you can't do that. But just imagine, you take a year doing you, and he got the kiddos, and he take a year doing him, finding himself. You got the kiddos. Like, that's a team effort, and you don't have to necessarily be separated to do that. But I do feel like sometimes in life, you just have to come to a realization of what you want out of life and who you are. Make sure you're good. And not saying that there was anything going on, but I do remember seeing Teyana Taylor and Slim Thug, you know, at the Beyonce thing, but they weren't holding hands, nothing like that. And I'm sure they were just a bunch of celebrities there. But when I saw them, I was like, what? You know, but I don't think that that's the case. But at the end of the day, it's just a sad situation that sometimes happens when you are in a relationship with somebody, and sometimes people can't predict if how long things are going to last. And I know in this situation I didn't predict this to happen, but it is what it is. So y'all let me know down below, how do y'all feel about the split? Were you expecting it? As always, thank you for stopping by his house. Please like if you like any part of the video, and feel free to subscribe and join part of our Pertees, our family, our lovelies. Definitely want to hear what you got to say down below, so comment, because we will have interaction down below whenever possible, whenever we can.